What's up, guys? Alright, obviously I'm not a sports psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever they are. But one of the greatest pieces of advice I ever received regarding sports athletics was from a sports psychiatrist. And this is back when I was in college. And our sports psychiatrist we had for our team came in and spoke to the whole team about visualization and basically going through the paces in your head of all the situations you may encounter, like on the football field back then. Obviously with us, it's do that with BJJ, and I tell you, I still put this into play now and in really anything I do. Admittedly not as much in jiu-jitsu as I should, but I've been doing it, and actually this past week I have a great example of how it did help me. But let me tell you, first off, one of the ways I do use it though all the time, and I never forget to, is with strength training. And a lot of times I will go through the paces. Say if I'm benching tomorrow, I will go through the paces of exactly the whole situation, like right now. I will be sitting down, as I am right now, and I will imagine myself sitting on the edge of the bench, getting myself ready to do bench press, okay? And I'll envision the entire scene, okay? Everything. I mean, all the senses I'll try and involve. I'll try and recall the smell of the gym, which isn't always a good thing, right? But you know, the smell of the gym, the sound. I'll imagine whatever music probably be playing, at least the style of music, and just the sound, the clinks of the weights, those type things, the treadmills people are on running, running the treadmills. I'll envision everything going on. I'll envision myself, the feel of sitting on the edge of the bench, as I'm sitting here now. I'll envision myself rolling back on the bench and feeling the padding as I roll back on my back, and then putting my feet into place. I'll imagine feeling the bar. I do close grip bench press, so I grip more in the smooth part of the bar than the rough part. But so I try to make it as accurate as possible, right? And then I'll go to myself looking up. I can see my strength coach. I can see her as I look up, and from that weird profile, she probably doesn't like that, looking up her nose, right? But whatever. And then I'll go to the portion where whatever the weight may be. Let's say I'm doing a set of 5 of 225. I'll envision everything, taking it off, bring it down to feel the weight. As I bring down, how it feels, it hits my chest, and then me just powering through, boom, right to the top. 1, bring it down, 2, 3. I'm envisioning getting a little heavier now, but still, no problem, right through. And then rep number 4. And then 5, let's face it, it's going to be a little heavier, but still, I power right through and get it, okay? Guys, this really does help so much. The times I don't do this type of visualization, I'm not as successful with those big lifts. It's just, there's no way around it. It's when you do it in your head beforehand, it just makes it, you've already done it practically, okay? And so now you just have to do it with the weight, and believe it really does make a difference. And this I believe is started by Eastern European powerlifters, if I remember my history correctly, and how much of the mental that they put into their strength training, and they brought that whole thing into the realm of strength training, and it's really just it's people have been benefiting ever since. So guys, but it's just not just a strength training thing. This past week in jiu-jitsu, there's this one person in my school. I've had, man, this person is very skilled. They're in their 220s, so about the same weight. Very strong, and the one thing I can never do well against him is get past his half guard when he's on the bottom, of course. It's a very offensive position for him. He really has a lot of things he can do from there, and I just don't have much success against him, okay? So, I mean, I went through the whole paces again, just as similarly how I did with strength training. I did with this. I imagine being at my school, the music being played, my professor, He's in his early 30s, so he has that era of music when he was young, like, you know, the 50 Cent type thing. It always seems to be going, which is cool. I love 50 Cent. So, you know, so I envision that, like, type of music, everything. The smell, the feel of the mat, I'll think of everything, you know? And how it feels against him, you know, how strong he is, and where I know his knee is going to be, and how difficult it is to be able to maneuver his upper leg, how strong he is, everything. And I started going through the different scenarios from there and how I can possibly get past his guard. And I'm not to go through the whole technique and everything, but, you know, one of the techniques to get past half guard. And I went through my head in the paces again, the same thing. I did it, you know, just at home, just exactly how I was going to pass his guard. And like I said, it's rare I ever have most of the time if I have, it's just because he went for something and missed, and I just happened to get lucky. But holy shit, this week, I mean, I really did it. He was in a strong offensive position, and I got past it, and I was in the top in side control, good position. He ended up squirming out of there. I think I was just so psyched that I got past his half guard that I fucked up. But whatever. That's whatever. Oh well. Thing is, I swear, man, there's a connection between doing this mentally, visually, and the visualization and succeeding on the mat. And these things can be played out in all the different positions we could be in, whether it be mount, getting mounted, you know, side control, you know, just being in side control, having side control, you know, everything, guys. You know, someone in your guard, being in someone's guard. You could play out all the situations and what you want to do to defeat that. You really just have to just encompass all those senses and that into it, and just imagine, so you really get that feel and the vibe you're there. And literally, man, I not to sound corny and everything, but man, I'll sit and think. I'll be laying down, whatever, laying on this couch you see here, and I'll literally close my eyes and just go through all the paces, just do that. And you know, sometimes it takes some time, right? You know, to go through a lot of. But man, I'm gonna start doing this more for my BJJ. I've done it for strength training all along. I have done it for BJJ, but for some reason I always get out of the habit. And I just had a good reminder this past week of why not to get out of the habit of including visualization. So, guys, I'm telling you, it works. Go through the whole paces, break it all down from the whole scenario, even if it takes you, you know, 10-15 minutes of visualization, or even longer. Fuck it, man. You know, it's one of those things you get good at. You'll be fucking shocked how it's going to improve your game and also improve your strength training. So, you know, guys, check it out. Again, I'm not a sports psychiatrist or anything. You know, let's face it. But again, this is stuff that was given to me by a sports psychiatrist, and I'm a believer. It works. It worked for me. It's worked for other people as well. I know it's worked for. It's crazy. Back in college and everything. I remember our punter did it all the time, and he was one of the best punters in the Southeastern Conference, man. He was fucking unbelievable. So probably because he had a lot of practice that year too, unfortunately, because our offense couldn't move the ball that well. But oh well. But anyways, guys, check it out. It's amazing. Anyways, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. And, you know, hey, you made it to the end of the video. Just like the guy Omar Isef says, you made it this far, man. Hit that subscribe button. Or he says it somewhere like that. Anyways, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Ooosss.